it's Julia with Soul Space Studio. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a space of time since I've stepped out and started to really share what's going on with Soul Space and with myself. Both of us, the studio and me, are in a bit of recreation, a bit of change, a bit of deep dive and coming up with some new offerings. And yeah, so I thought it's time. I need to jump on and share that new website is about to be launched at the end of the month. There will be a new free offering coming up, which should be on the Facebook page here before too long, next couple of days. Yeah, and I'm super excited to share the offerings that have been percolating and brewing and coming together. It goes along with my spiritual maturity that I've been in for the last, over a year now. Yeah, but today, what really sparked this was I was thinking about when people were doing the Throwback Thursdays, and I haven't done a Throwback Thursday like forever. And I happened to be going through some of the art on the steps there, the stuff that I keep stacking up that came from the studio and that I keep acquiring because, well, my living room is like works in progress. And yeah, anyways, as I was going through those things on the stairs, I found one of the first pieces that I did. Oh, it's been, because Jeff's crossed 16 years ago now. So this piece is probably 15 years old when I first began my healing journey through the intuitive process. I had no idea where it was going to lead to, but this is like one of the first pieces. So I do want to share that. Before I do, I wanted to read this quote from John O'Donohue, and it reads, "Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative our time will become." So it was really synchronistic, that quote, because I came across that quote just the last couple of days, and then happening to go through these stacks, the stack of art. So like you can't tell, but right there you can see a bench. Behind there is more. There's some, you can see the pieces sticking out there. There's a bunch right there. So this one is one of the very first that I did. And the intuitive art process that I share and that I do through coaching and guiding and facilitating is an esoteric language. And what this one, in like 15 years ago, and my art has changed so much. It has matured as well. This is one that's in process. It's still being worked on. But what was so profoundly synchronistic about this piece, the process, and that quote from John O'Donohue is about time. And this says, and you shall discover that which makes you stand still. And there's this clock, and on this mixed media piece, and on the clock it says, "Love life, shine on." As with all of my pieces, there's writing underneath the mixed media, and then there's, yeah, this was a song, music about time. This is a clock. And then I was able to read a little bit about what I had written around the side. I don't recall what I wrote underneath. I do know that 15 years ago I was still processing a lot of grief, a lot of loss. Yeah, but what it says is love life like life. And then all the way around it continues to say, shine on, love life, life like life, shine on. And it was just really very powerful for me. And then this right here says, "Time is a treasure." And I don't know, when these pieces come together, The song is Thy Life Within Me. When these pieces come together, they continue to speak, right? Continue to speak. And so that was important, what I was reading, because time is so very precious to me. And where do I put my time? And loving life and liking life and the reminder to shine on. And as I'm shifting um, what my offerings are, and as my website is getting ready to come up line, and I'm now starting to add more on Soul Space's Facebook group, and building again on my personal YouTube channel. This was a beautiful reminder. And the clock is just before 8 o'clock, and 8 o'clock was what was speaking to me also in this, the wake up time for me to wake up, time for me to rise and shine on, sister, right? Bring my offerings to the world. The other thing that was really so interesting is just how awkward my art still is, but how awkward the art was in the beginning. And it had taken me a long time to get beyond that sense of judgment to my art, but it's so important not to judge it, to allow it to speak. And 15 years later, she's still speaking to me. There is the awkwardness, and there's an awkwardness right now in myself moving forward. A disproportionate is another message I was getting, and that too is part of where I am. Not that I'm not in proportion, but that it's not as I thought it should be. It is as it is. She also reminds me of the growth. There's a message in her eyes to me. It is just so incredibly powerful. And I invite you to explore the intuitive process. If you'd love to have a little time with me one-on-one, and I can take you deeper, I would really enjoy that too. My Throwback Thursday. Do you have a Throwback Thursday? I'd love to see it. Really would. Yeah, so continue to keep watch. Let me know what you think as I begin to wake up, shine on. Life remains incredibly beautiful. I hope that you like life and love life. And as we approach this coming spring, I'd love to know what it is that you are ready to blossom and bloom in your life. Blessings to each of you. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon.